I got a sparkle on my forehead. There we go. I'm here. I'm okay. My camera was dirty, so it took me a while to clean it. I don't know what's happening, but you guys, so I made sure you guys had all the supplies that you need. Is it still on my forehead? I made sure you guys had all the supplies you need so that we can do a project together. Okay, so I asked you guys to get 26 gauge copper wire, which could be anything as long as it's 26 gauge and thin. Hi, Gina. And I also asked you guys to get this square wire. I have worked up a couple examples because we're not just doing one size, we're doing two sizes. So yeah, then there's that. Okay. If you want to try it with regular wire, more power to you. The problem is that if you use regular wire, it's going to be a little bit too pliable. And this wire that we have here, it's like, look at how I'm bending it, and it's not bending very sharply. So that's the key to this project, is this wire that's kind of like tough to bend. Okay, you guys. I am trying to be awesome today, Gina. I'm trying to be awesome. I cleaned the house. I did good. I'm very proud of myself. But I think I overdid it. But it's okay. I'll live. Okay. So I am kind of waiting for different ones who said that they were going to be here. I even made an announcement on the Discord, on the Facebook, on the Instagram, on the YouTubes, and all that stuff, so that they can be here and they're not going to miss anything. Okay, but in the meantime, let me show you guys the different sizes. Okay, so I already pre-cut my wire just to get it out of the way for right now. I'm gonna get my notes up real quick. Where are my notes? Okay, here they are. All right, so these are the two sizes that I did. This is kind of like, hi Christina, welcome. Yeah, I always end up overdoing it also, and I'm like, why do I do that? You know, you had that energy for today and then you just like overused all of it. So I did this size in the past. I have a video on this that I will be posting. I just have to edit the video. That takes some time. So these are the ones that I'm wearing. These are the ones I made, but you can always squish it down. You see how it's like really tough to move? That's the key. That is the key to that. There she is. I was waiting for you, girl. So these are the two sizes that I have. I have like a really, really tiny size. This measures at about, you know, almost a 2-inch hang on me. It's really tiny. And then I have this one, which is probably 3, close to 3. Okay, if you include the hook or the loop. Yeah, so I have 2 measurements for you guys. Yes, you would have to measure because measuring is needed. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know why I said welcome. This is why I said I overdid it today. I'm like, what, where am I? So are you guys ready with your wire? Hey, SW. It's not SWV, it's just SW. My peeps. Hey Gina, are you in our Discord yet? I can't remember. Because we had a couple that came in and I can't remember. And I think the names are different. I should have told you guys to like almost have your names something similar to what you have on YouTube so that I can keep you guys, so I can tell who's here, who's who. So sometimes it can be a little confusing. You want the big ones, okay. So we're doing both of them today. Personally, I just did these about like 20 minutes ago, and I personally, I just don't like these. I don't know why. It's the shape. Like here I am again with one pair of earrings again. Oh, okay, good. Nope, that's fine. Okay, so you know, you can move it. I'm just comparing it to the one that I actually like that I wear, just to see if it's fairly similar, because I didn't make them with the intentions of copying the ones I already made. So they're pretty similar, so we're good. It's okay, Gina. All right, so 2 sizes. I have my notes over here because sometimes I'm terrible with measurements, but so the first step, you guys, we're gonna start with the small ones first, okay? Sorry, Azur. My Azul lady. We're gonna start with the small ones first, okay? So I pre-cut my wire ahead of time. So these are the measurements. So I'm gonna sit the big one aside. I'm gonna put the little one right here so we know what it's gonna look like or similar to it. And I bet you I'm gonna do this and it's not gonna look anything like the first one I did, but whatever. I'll figure it out as I go. So the key is, it's square wire, okay? So keep that in mind. You need one big one wire, and that will be about 6 inches, okay? Then you need 2 smaller wires at 4 inches, okay? So I pre-cut mine. You guys go ahead and you have to cut yours. And then I'll show you guys how to place them. Okay, yeah, I cleaned up my whole studio. Just trying to make it so that I can get to things easier and put away the things that I'm not using. If you're not using it, why is it even here? So I've been doing that lately. And in the chat, you guys, let me know when you are done with your cuttings. We have this one is going to be 6 inches, okay? 2 smaller pieces at 4 inches. And how I have it placed is very important also. We're gonna have the big one on the bottom, 2 smaller ones on top of it. And you let me know. Oh, no V. Okay. Again, 6 inches for one piece. This is for one earring, okay? And then 2 pieces that are 4 inches. And this is just for the one earring. But it's very important also the placement of how I placed it on my workspace here, okay? This wire that I have it's in the description box below. It's 20 gauge. I believe it's 20 gauge. Let me open this up again. 20 gauge square wire. Let me check real quick. I believe it's 20 gauge. Yeah, it's 20 gauge square copper wire. You can use 18 gauge if you want to, but that's the beauty of using this square wire, is because it's literally, if you get regular 18 gauge wire, let's say you do, for some reason, all the wire that you will ever get from Amazon, from the store, it will all be half hard. They call it half hard, okay? And that's just the standard that whenever you get wire, it doesn't say it's half hard on it, but unless it's otherwise specified as something else, it's always going to be half hard, okay? Meaning that it's a little bit softer and it's pliable and it's not going to keep its shape unless you hammer it. Now, with this square wire, the reason why I chose it is because it's tough. It is not half hard, it is full hard, okay? And it's really tough. So that's the key to this project. So if you want to do an 18 gauge, just be careful when you're trying to shape it that you're not shaping it too much, okay? With this wire, I only have to shape it just a little bit. Just a little bit. We don't need to go crazy with it. You know what I should have included in the description box below? I wonder if I can do it really quick while you guys are cutting your wire. Maybe I can do it real quick. I don't know what I'm doing, but let's just see. I forgot to include this thing. This is just something that's extra, but you don't need it. Okay, if you have some square wire that's tough, or any type of wire that you have that's tough, then go grab it. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for different ones to come in and to cut your wire, I'm going to put in this tool in the description box below. They call it a bracelet forming pliers, and this is what it looks like. And it has little nylon plates on it that are shaped into a little bend. It's not important, but it just helps. It helps me because I have really bad. Oh, good. Oh man. Womp womp. Sorry. All right, let me get the link up real quick for myself so then I can take it, and then I gotta sign in. You know what? No. Yeah, I'm just opening up Amazon so that I can get this link. Where is it's always when I'm like really in a rush and I want to find something really quick, I can't find it. Why is that? Did I ask you to be this difficult? Okay. There we go. Orders. And then I said it was a bracelet forming pliers. I think it was. There they go. So I am going to put this link in the description box below. I think I can do it. Bracelet of forming pliers. It's because you guys are looking at me. That's why I can't think. Oh no. I'm gonna put in there, go back, and then I'm gonna put in there pliers because I can't find it. Oh yeah, Sparkly Bud Light. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so this one big wire is 6 inches. Then you need two smaller wires at 4 inches. Okay, so cut those out while I get these pliers link up. Thank you, Gina. Okay. There it is. Nylon jaw forming pliers. Okay, I was not putting it in right in the search box. Can you give me a link? All right, I have to put it in afterwards. I thought that I can put it in there, and it was like, no, ma'am. We're not doing that right now. But what I can do, hold on a minute. You know what I can do? I could put it in the chat. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. All that glitters is not gold. That's true. I do have a lot of not gold things in here that's glittering and it's not gold. Why can't I? You know, this app be getting on my nerves. Can I copy this? Okay. You ever get annoyed with something? That's where I'm at right now. Why am I not signed in? Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. That's my account. Why are you not signed in? Lord. Just in case you're coming in right now, what I'm doing is I am looking for these pliers so I can put them in the chat at least. So you can order it later, because these things are, I love them. I use them for making hoops and stuff like that. So forming pliers. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why you were making this so difficult for me. Copy. All right. Now I'm going to put it in the chat. Oh, I love how, you know, I've never like came in on my own lives in chat. It says 1, be civil and respectful, which you guys don't have no problem with that. No self-promotion or spam. And number 3 is no self-promotion or spam. I think I wrote this. This seems like something I would write. So anyway, I'm gonna put the I'll put the link in the chat to these pliers. Yeah, Prime should be like way quicker. I mean, if you guys, I don't know if you guys ever knew this, but something my husband was telling me, he was like, if you order something and you don't need it immediately, you can choose to have it sent to you, you know, like a week later, instead of it being like 2 days or 3 days or anything like that. What you do is, if you choose to do that option, they actually give you a credit for it. So I did that with pillowcases. I don't know how it's gonna work out for me, but I'm like, money back? Sure, $2? It's called a digital credit or something. A lot of things that Amazon does, they have it in such small writing that you don't even see it. So you gotta look real carefully when you're about to go and do, you're paying for it, and you're about to do your shipping and what days you want it to be. Choose a day that's like way far off, and then they'll give you a credit. I just discovered this and I thought it was pretty cool. No, you are not about to spam me, Gina. What do you think this is? What did I just miss? Oh no, Mom. Oh, I hope she gets better. I really do. Yeah, I'm glad I'm out of the woods of that stuff, because woo, I don't want to be there no more. I do not want to have any more operations. I'm done. Okay, so everybody had their wire. Comment 1 or yes or something in the chat box to let me know if you got everything cut out, you're ready to go. We're gonna start wrapping, because believe it or not, this is way quicker than you think it's gonna be. That's why I'm just taking all the time that you guys need, because it's really not a long process. Yeah, Gina, you can giggle. Gina. So you see how I'm placing these, right? I'm placing it so that the two shorter ones are on top of the big, longer one. Okay, so we're going to be bending them in order. So it'll be this one, and then this one, and then the one above it. I keep belching. I'm sorry, you guys. Sorry. It's just, you know, I'm human. So that's how we're going to wrap these together. So I'm going to take a little piece. I got a little piece of 26 gauge wire. You can use 26 gauge wire. You can use 30 gauge wire. 24 is the cutoff point because it gets a little too thick, but that's the gauge that you can use. So if you have any of that, just really thin wire, you're good to go, okay? So what I like to do is I like to keep it, when I'm wrapping them, I like to keep them so that they're not bunching up on top of each other. So I'm putting my hand and flattening it. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'll be thinking about you because it's really not hard. It's really not easy to go through that with a parent. All right, so how I'm having this, if I'm looking at this from my perspective, we have two on top, like I told you, and then the big one on the bottom. So I'm keeping it flat because it's square. You can feel it if it's out of whack or anything. You want to make sure they're all flat because this is how you get to make your jewelry look, your jewelry. Why can't I say jewelry? Your pieces. Let's say pieces, okay? Because today I can't say jewelry. This is how you are going to make sure that your jewelry looks professional. Like, you know, you took special amount of time to make it for people. So make sure that it's straight. Make sure these square wires are flat, and then you just keep wrapping, and make sure as you're wrapping, you're not allowing the 26 gauge wire to dictate where the square wire is going to lay, okay? Control it. You see how it looks. Wait, let me go down here. You can see how it looks flat because you are keeping it flat with your finger. Don't squeeze too much where, you know, you're uncomfortable. But all we're doing is wrapping these all together and making sure that it's all staying flat. So however much you want to wrap this is completely up to you, but I'm not wrapping it very tightly for a reason. So that's how I'm wrapping it. I'm just gonna wrap it like that. And I think that's enough. I'm gonna wrap the end and make sure all your wires are next to each other and not over top of each other. Again, every bit of your wire needs to be flat. So take a flat pliers and just squeeze them down. What we're doing is we're just making sure that the wire is all straight, okay? And this is what I got so far. So if you feel that it's not in the middle, you can still move it whichever direction you want to. It's not very easy to see if it's in the middle or not, but we want this wrap to be in the middle. Now I am going to cut it. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I try. I really do. You know, a lot of people, they're very comfortable around me because I really don't like, you know, I'm not the type of person who puts on airs. Like, for instance, the other day I was with my husband and we were talking to a friend, and my husband was like, they were asking, you know, what's your job? What are you doing? You know, what do you do for work? And blah, blah, blah. And I usually don't say anything. I don't know why, but my husband's like, oh, my wife's a YouTuber and da da da. And I'm like, oh, I don't know why, but I feel so like, don't talk about me. Okay, bye. And I'm like ready to run away. And people, I don't know why, but people relate to that. So that's a good thing, I guess. But yeah. Just like when All That Glitters Is Not Gold said something to me like that, I would be like, oh, okay, thank you. Okay, bye. I don't know why I'm like that. I just am. All right. So this is what I have so far. It's very, very flat. Okay. And now the wires are in position for us to start bending them. Okay. I've done this 2 different ways because I actually recorded myself doing it, and I did it another way, and I looked at it and I was like, why did I do it that way? So I'm going to do it a little bit differently in my mind, because first we're going to be bending this big wire first. So if you can look at it, now we're going to turn it over. Okay, because we're going to be bending. I believe it will probably be better to bend it towards you. Like, I'm going to use my pliers to do it. There we go. See, I'm going to do it as if I don't have these pliers. Wait. What's happening? Oh. Where are you gonna put them? You're gonna put the baby. Sending you virtual hugs. I don't know why. I don't like it when people say thoughts and... So don't say thoughts and prayers. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm thinking about you. I don't know. What can you do virtually? You send virtual hugs. So I like to do that a lot. So I'm going to act as if I don't have pliers like you guys wouldn't have. So I'm just bending it to shape. You can bend them all together or you can bend them one at a time, but I'm going to bend them all together. See how hard this is to bend it? That's why I chose this wire. You know, it does go into shape, but it doesn't stay in that shape, and that's okay. So I have my 26 gauge wire ready to go, and I have, wait, yeah, there's more 26 got. This wire is like really more yellow than my square wire. Okay. Well, Lucyfoot, she's got a didn't hear her moving. Hi. She's got to go get fixed on Thursday. I'm not looking forward to that at all. Yeah. But I'll be okay. She's my baby. Like, literally, I held her like a baby, because that's just what she always asks for. And I'm like, oh, Tinky. Yeah. Is that where your family usually gathers? Because I have the cat, and he's kind of like near the kitchen, because he used to always try to be in the kitchen, and I'm like, why are you always in the kitchen? And so I have like a little memory of him in the kitchen, because he always wanted to be in the kitchen for some reason. I said, why you always want to be in the kitchen? So his little memory is in that kitchen. So I put his little toy in a drawer. And sometimes I take it out, put it on a shelf. So he loved being in the kitchen. So yeah. Like attitude wise, caliente. attitude. Okay, am I doing this right? Okay. I feel like I am doing this wrong. Okay. So this is how I did it. I gotta use the pliers because I'm bending it in the wrong way. Yeah. Okay. So I'm bending it so that I can get the wires in position. I'm gonna bend it real quick and then I'm gonna show you what I did. There she is. Welcome back. It's good to see you in the live. So I have it flat, or at least I'm trying to have it flat. I kind of bent it in the wrong direction, but that's okay. So you want it to be flat, like how this is. You see how it's flat? We want to have it flat. So I'm just bending it because it's starting to get really, really hard on my on my fingers. Okay. But I did want to just show you guys how not easy it is to bend. And I'm making sure that the wire is not bunching on top of itself, okay? There we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. I'm gonna go back because I need it close to my body real quick. Hold on a second. I am out of frame, but I need to get it in position because it's annoying me right now. All right, we're good. We got it. All righty. Now this is a true flat right here. Okay, so we have it flat here, okay? Now we're gonna start bending this bigger part. And then we're gonna end with the two smaller ones in the middle there. Okay. So aisle length, I always get your name wrong because that's just how awkward I can be. What we're doing, if you're just tuning in, we are trying to bend these wires so that they are flat so I can start getting them in position. So here's the part where I'm trying to, because I want to match them up to this one. So from here, as we have, the wire is flat and it's ready to be bent into this position here. So I'm going to do a quick bend. We're gonna bend it out. I'm gonna bend it out. And I'm gonna do that same thing on the other side so you can get this shape. So you have the long ones are bent almost at the position where the shorter ones are. Okay, and it should be flat like so. And that's what it should look like. Now, I did do a strong bend on them. They don't really have to be that strong of a bend. So I'm gonna start to bend them together, but make sure they're on the same side and they're not crossing over. See how they're not crossing over? They are on the same side where they're going to meet. And then these two are in front of it. Oh, yeah. I make like way too much jewelry. Like I have like a drawer of like jewelry that I made, but what I've been trying to do, if you see behind me, I've been like selling them on Etsy. So if I make them, I try to make sure that I'm selling it, it's going somewhere because I have enough jewelry as it is. So let me look at this real quick. Let's see if it's fairly similar. Okay. I want to make it tight so that it has a nice little bend on it, so I know these two sides are going to meet up with each other, but I want to make sure that they're even. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. Okay, so I have them meeting, and again, we want to keep everything flat. It's square, you want to keep it flat. And if it's not even, then just rebend it. It's no big deal. Okay, now that's even. I like that. All right, so once I have these two pieces together and meeting, then I'm going to wrap it. And you may, ma'am, Bronco's looking at me. See, Lucy is like, she's the baby. So she would do things and Bronco be looking at me like, yeah, mom, she is not behaving, mom. And he would just look at me while she runs to the house barking, ma'am. Okay. All right, so where are you guys at? Are you with me or are you away? Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you, Azur. Yes, help my algorithm. And I think it has been helping a lot because once you start to liking it, YouTube, for some reason, they pick up on that stuff really quick and then they just start pushing it out. And sometimes when I'm on a different account, it shows up. My in-laws are like, you just showed up on my, you know, and I'm like, wait, that's my daughter-in-law. So it helps me a lot. Like, I'm shocked. Hi, Milo. Milo, I really need to get better with Joel's lives. I'm gonna be there tomorrow. Promise. I promise. I promise. Because I've been drawing a lot. Thank you. I love those good vibes and love. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in to say, hey, what's up? Okay. So now I'm going to take my 26 gauge and I'm going to tie these together, okay? Now, it's going to be not easy. And like I always say, we... Sorry, I had to mute because they were just barking like crazy because they think that their dad is home, but he's not. Oh, I do that a lot too. When I like someone's video, I will always go, I'm the 100th like, or I'm the 20th like. And they're like, people are like, why are you doing that? But I like doing that. All right, so I'm gonna tie it together. And I was gonna ask you guys, what do you think I'm gonna say? Because this is not easy and it kind of will feel funny in your fingers and it will hurt a little bit. So I'm just gonna say it. I really need to put this on a t-shirt. I'm gonna gather all the patience that I have to hold this together so I can start to wrap it. And once you do 2 wraps, you're good to go. So from there, I wrapped it 2 or 3 times, okay? But I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't separate. So I'm actually bending the square wire, okay? Yeah, well now everybody's dogs are gonna start barking because, yeah. Oh, they ain't hungry. They all right. They're okay. They just ate. They're barking because they think that someone is here because I'm in the garage. So the road is just right there. See, they always think that daddy's home. So they're like all excited. And I'm like, dad's not home. So I have a little snack. Hey, you don't get a snack if you bark. Let me get Lucy. Come here, girl. Because you're the one. Oops, I bumped your head, but you're okay. Need my little tinky. Look, she's so excited. She's like, oh my goodness, there's snacks all over here. There you go. There you go. You okay? You okay? Can you imagine if we chewed like that? There are people who exist who chew like that. All right, go find it. I like to throw snacks and make them go find it. Okay, so I'm gonna bend, as I'm wrapping this, I'm gonna bend the square wire into shape so that they're touching each other some sort of way, okay? Okay, oh, that's perfect. If you bend the other direction, it makes them go closer together, okay? Now continue wrapping. And I'm gonna make sure that they stay flat by, you know, giving it a little pinch real quick, okay? Sometimes this 26 weight, oh my goodness gracious. Sometimes this 26 gauge wire helps, but sometimes it can make it a little bit more difficult. But don't make it hard, just do as much. She is, oh my goodness. So Bronco is the oldest one, okay? So being the oldest, you would think that he would be really good at sleeping at night. He never was. He, for some reason, he is like a very fitful sleeper. So he's just all over the place. He's walking over here. He's sleeping in that bed. He's sleeping over there. He's sleeping on the floor. So we have to crate him again because he's just getting out of hand. But her, I put a little pillow next to the bed and she just lays on it. She goes to her little pillow and she lays on it and she sleeps all night. Never wakes up. Sometimes I have to check on her to see if she's okay. Just the sweetest little thing. And she will sleep the entire night. I have no problems with her getting up. If she does get up, she's going to the bathroom and she'll go outside and go to the bathroom on her own. We have a little doggy door. So yeah, she is a delight, but she terrorizes her brother and she barks a lot and she's driving me crazy. She's driving me crazy. Bronco, wait a minute. That was you. I thought it was her. Go find it. I'm so mean. All right, go find it. I threw it. Go find it. It's somewhere over there. All right, so I have it. It's flat here and it's flat here. And if you look at it and you're like, oh, that doesn't seem like it's even, which it isn't, you can always shoosh it over to the other side. You can actually slide it wherever you want it to go. Yeah, slides fairly easy. So now And another thing you guys can do if you want to, that's completely up to you. You can always put a little glue on the ends of this wire, because sometimes it comes unloose, and that's okay if you want to. I didn't. What? What? Oh, that's terrible. Why is it connected? I hope it has nothing. I hope it has nothing to do with what I said. Oh boy. The algorithm is way weird. Like, for instance, because the algorithm is weird, I have like 4 different accounts. Now, I want to see if you guys remember. I don't know if I told you guys. I made a confession to you guys live one time about what my different channels are for, because the algorithm is so weird that I don't want it to show up on my business channel. So I want to see if you guys remember what each of my YouTubes are. I have one, which is this one. Then I have another one and another one. So I have 2 more accounts on YouTube for different things. Do you guys remember what it was? What those 2 things were? I don't know why I do this, but I have accounts per subject of things that I am interested in. Like, this one is like jewelry, crochet, and such. But the one, the other 2 are nothing to do with crafts, nothing at all, and they're weird as heck. See if you guys remember what those 2 subjects were, and then if I have to make the confession again. I don't want to, but if it's needed, because sometimes you need to, because it does mess up your algorithm of what YouTube shows you if you start watching a certain type of thing. So I didn't want to do that. All right, so what I'm going to do now, we have it connected. We have the bottom connected. We have the top connected. Okay. So I'm going to bend this back, because we're going to, well, that's my Instagram account. My Instagram account, my second one, is called Alpaca Suitcase. And it was my music, because I do music also. So yeah, but no, it's not that. When I say confession, I mean it's a confession. Like, what are you doing? And why? Like, my husband comes in and he's like, why are you watching this? For one of them, he's like, I can't watch this. And I'm wondering if he's listening and if he can say what it is, because I know he knows. Good. I wish it was Funny Animals, but no, it is not even close to Funny Animals. And some of you probably don't even know that this even exists, but it does. Hi, baby. Okay, you want to be up here? Here. You want to say hi again? And look at you, booby. Tell everybody to have you in their thoughts, so that Alpaca Suitcase, it's with alpaca, the animal, Alpaca Suitcase. And that's my music name. Bet you guys didn't know that. Itchy poopy, itchy poopy. She's like, Mom, there's snacks right there, Mom. Mom, there's a snack. I love when dogs, like, they point to things and they're like Bronco, he points his face to the hello, a place for stones. Welcome back. Always love it when you show up. There. Go find it. Okay. So if you guys don't know yet, you're gonna know. They're gonna know. They're gonna know my deep, dark secret. My husband comes in and he's like, what are you doing? Why? I'm leaving. Like he can't even take it. Like what can be so bad that he can't even take it? This is bad. Cause I always wanted to, I threw snacks over there, get them. You guys are so lazy. I love you. I'm not gonna hand you snacks. You're gonna have to work for them. Work for your snacks. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to figure it out. Which one, what kind of weird, it's weird too. It's very weird. And I don't know where it came from. So I'm bending this back, okay? Because I'm gonna start doing a loop. But I'm trying to get these wires closer together. Okay, oh, that's helping. Okay. So I'm giving you guys up to the point where I create this loop. It's weird. It's so weird. You got it. You got it. This is exactly what it is. I don't know. I'm really not interested in that, but I did see one with the guy who didn't have a neck, and I don't know why. If I say that, you probably know who I'm talking about. The guy, he didn't have a neck, and he had a neck, but it was like this, and he looked like this. So that guy, and it was this Filipino lady, and she was like, oh wow, that's so sweet, wow, that's precious. Like she's just like has no freaking personality whatsoever. Like she has nothing. There's no sunshine to her at all. And I'm like, why is she like this? And he's like, oh, you're a beautiful sight. No neck Ed. That's his name. He had no neck. I can't remember his name. I can't remember her. But yeah, that's the only time when I watched it. And I was like, that was 90 Day Fiance, right? But yeah, I don't know why I'm not interested in those things. No neck. Oh, no neck. And yeah, and I'd never seen anything else from 90 Day Fiance that's been made into memes. Those two have been made into memes, which is so funny. They got that going for them. That's good. Lucy, okay, I'm gonna throw you more snacks. Lucy's always on my leg. Go get some snacks. Ugh. All right, so I bent it into like a little loop. You can't get this loop tight, but you can try, okay? Now I'm gonna cut it. And hold it. So important that you hold your wire when you cut it, okay? Because if you don't, you are gonna lose an eye, because I've cut it without holding it and it was very painful when it hit me. So I would not advise you guys to do that, but I advise you guys to hold it. Yeah, so her name was Angela. Her voice was so, like, I hope my voice isn't annoying, but her voice was so annoying. And when she was just like, oh, that's so sweet. I was like, why are you talking like this? I love you, but why are you talking like this? I can't remember. I only remember she was like a Filipino, very skinny and little. She was very little. And it was the one where he has said, she's like, oh, she says, oh, it's such a beautiful sight here. Oh, it's so beautiful. And she said it like that, like, it's so beautiful. And he's like, you're a beautiful sight, or something like that. And I was like, oh. And she was like, oh, so sweet. I can't remember, because it was like very, very quick that I watched it. And I was like, what is this? And why are you making me watch this? So I got a little bend at the top, okay? We're doing the little ones and we haven't even got to the big ones. Okay, so now we have these two little ones just floating out there, okay? Really? What in the world? Okay, can you tell me the gist of 90 Day Fiance so I can sleep at night? Because I don't know. So I am just making sure that the wires are even, okay? Or, you know, oh, she should have shamed him to get a neck. There's operations for that, I think. I don't know. Why would he do that? She had a lot going for him than he did. Bruh. So what's the premise? Because I'm not sure. What I'm doing is I'm taking the same wire. Make sure you're grabbing the same wire. Like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it, okay? So you know what wire you are pulling from because the way you wrapped it. Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why he would be like that. Ooh. Ew. Yuck. So I'm taking the wire that's closest to the big one and I'm crossing it over. That's all I'm doing. Just crossing it over. You see how I'm just crossing it over each other just to make a little lotus looking. And so I'm gonna hold it in place. So you can see they're crossing over like that. You see it crossing? So take those two pieces. I'm just putting them up against the big wire in the back that's already an oval. So I'm just laying them up against it. Then I'm gonna take my strongest pliers that I have and I'm gonna bend it right on that spot. You may have to pinch it a little bit, but I'm just bending it right on that spot. Okay. And this is the highest that you're gonna put the wire on your oval. Make sure you do it the same on the other side, meaning put it in the same spot. So I'm bending it. Okay, wow. Sometimes I'd be like, wait, what? What is this? So I'm bending and pinching it in place. See how you have a nice little, I don't know what you call that shape. I'm gonna call it a lotus shape. So I'm pinching it so that it stays in place for right now. We're gonna cut the wires, but later, and we may be moving these around. Okay, so when it's 90 Day Fiance, is it just they pick these people, two people, a man and female or two female, two male, whatever, a couple, and then they go and they put them together? Or is it they have to choose from a group like in, say, Bachelor? Because I don't know. And I've seen it on some of my streaming services and I'm like, should I or shouldn't I? I'm more into First 48 and what else? First 48 and Dateline. I'm a Dateline person. All right, so we have our first little lotus shape. Now I'm gonna go for a, I did. I totally did. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go and do a smaller shape now. Okay. All right. I might have to. Oh, okay. Interesting. So I'm just getting the wire into shape. Oh, okay. Interesting. I like that better than them like choosing from like a group of people, because that's The Bachelor. What are we doing? Okay. So I'm just shaping this because I want it to be a certain shape inside. okay? Yup, that makes sense. Finding them online, that makes sense. Okay. So I'm gonna bend it into shape. Once I have it where I want it to lay, I'm gonna bend it right over the side, okay? So I got that first one. Now let me do the other one. But I wanna make sure that it is in the spot where I want it to be. Okay. And I think it was getting out of whack because of the bottom, and that's okay. Now I'm going to do the other side. I got it where I want it to be now. And then I'm going to bend it over the side. Okay. So I kind of feel like I might watch it now because it's a little different than what I thought it was. And I hated The Bachelor. I hate it. It's like, are those people still together, or are they like just together for celebrity status purposes? And that's basically how you do that earring. That's crazy. And the fact that this wire is so tough is what keeps it in shape. So now, since I bent it over, I'm gonna cut all the extra pieces off. Hold the wire, because you're gonna lose an eye. Don't be trying to contact me and be like, I lost an eye because you didn't tell me to hold the wire. I told you to hold the wire, okay? Cut it, hold the wire. Okay, make sure you're cutting the correct wire, because there's a lot of wires here, okay? Now I'm gonna cut another one. You know what I've been doing lately? There's something that my husband had found was like the Roku channel, where it's like everything is free on there. I've been finding a lot of like really old shows that I like so much. And I think 90 Day Fiance was on there, and that was why I was thinking about it, and I thought it was really funny that you guys mentioned it. But yeah, No Neck Ed and Angela, that's the only episode I ever watched. He is like, oh. I'm like, ooh, dude. I mean, imagine if he like walked up to you and he and he was like, you'll be prettier if you shave your legs, and you have to like control yourself and not punch him in the face. Like, what if somebody walked up to you and said that, Lucy, if you don't get off my leg, I love you, but you are not getting any more snacks. I love you, but no. Ma'am, no. No, Tinky. She thinks she can get all the snacks in the world because she has these cute little shiny eyes, little puppy dog eyes, looking at me like, Mom, don't you love me? Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. But I also like cooking shows. That I actually like cooking shows. So, and it just so happened that this guy who I follow on Instagram, I think it's Nick Trawick, could be wrong. He's the one that dresses up like Dora the Explorer, or, you know, but his name is called Klepto something, but basically he dresses up as Dora the Explorer, and he just puts things in his backpack that he stole. And he is, hey, Yarn King. Have we met, Yarn King? Have we met? Yeah, like he just walk up to you and be like, you look pretty. Can you imagine if I look like this in my YouTube videos? Would you still follow me? Lucy, stop. What do you mean? All that glitters is not gold. What does that mean? It's a video? Pillow talk? Did you now? Have you been on lives though? Yarn King, have you ever been on a live? Go get your snacks. Get out of here. I am throwing snacks to the dogs just in case you're newly just walked in. My dogs keep barking, so I'm throwing them snacks. And sometimes I even throw them snacks with just air. What? Okay, let me write. You know how I be. I'll be writing stuff down. I'll be like, wait, what? Let me write this down. Just like last week, we talked about that white noise, and I looked up some stuff. Oh, really? Pillow talk. Is it YouTube videos or is it an actual show? Pillow talk. Spin-offs. I often wonder how they can have spin-offs for different things and be like, oh great, I threw snacks over there, go get him. Oh my God. Here, you see this? It's a snack, go get it. Lord help me. I have fat snack babies. Okay, Azur, are you ready for the big one? 90 Day Fiance, Pillow Talk, The Single Life. 90 Days the Other Way. Oh dear. Explain 90 Days the Other Way. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Oh, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Whenever I'm about to like watch something like a movie or anything, like I look up trailers on YouTube. I do that a lot. And for some reason, my husband never knows what he wants to watch some evenings, and then we're watching trailers for like 3 hours. I love him dearly, I really do. Okay, again, it's the same concept. Let me get it in the frame here. Same concept, just a little bit bigger, okay? Oh, gotcha. That would be me. If I wasn't married, I would go to Europe. I will go to Europe. I don't know if I could do like 90 Day Fiance type thing. I don't know. I gotta know you. I gotta know your mama. I need to know everything. I need to know everything. Okay, no. Okay, why am I on? Oh, okay, I need my notes. So the big one. So the big wire, which is the main oval. Let me move the smaller ones out of the way. The main oval, that one is going to be 9 inches. Azur, are you here? Did you leave? You know what? You can watch the playback. I love you, but I'm like an hour and 10 minutes in here. Yeah, I will be like, am I going to be sold into sex trade? What's happening here? I don't know if that's safe. I don't know if I'm just like, I'm too jaded from life, or am I jaded from the things I watch? But I'll be like, I don't know. Who's your family? Where do they live? Everything. Hi. So 9 inches is the big one, okay? 9 inches is the big one, and the little ones are 6 inches. So we need 2 at 6 inches. My skin is peeling. So we need 2 at 6 inches. These 2 are 6 inches, and then this one right here is at 9 inches, okay? Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I need to know everything about you, your family, where you're from. What's your social security number so I can write it down? Let me see the card. I don't know if they have social security numbers over there, but I'm just saying I need some proof of something. I need proof of something, because no, we ain't doing this. Ronald and Nicole. Because if it's 90 Day Fiance, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really like the cringy aspect of it. And from the videos that I've seen, it's very cringy. And I'm like, oh, this, I can't do this. This is too much. Okay. So I am going to connect these using 26 gauge wire. Lucy, really? Oh my God. This girl begs. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to take my 26 gauge wire. Do I have enough? I do. And I'm going to connect these three together. Again, we're going to be connecting them where the two short ones are together and then the long one is behind them all. Okay, and we're doing that way because that's how we're going to be folding them over each other. This is how we're going to be wrapping them. So let's wrap it together. So, and again, you guys can always go and look at the playback of this. I will be putting into the description box below after this goes up, probably right after I get done. I'm going to put the timestamps so that you could just click on the timestamps in the description box and it will go right to where you want to go in the video. Thank you, Milo. Oh, you're so sweet. I miss you. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow in Joel's live. Okay, so I'm just wrapping these together. Again, we're not wrapping them just willy-nilly. We're trying to make sure that they're in order of long to shorts and they're flat together because they're square wire. They have to lay flat. Otherwise, it will start to get weird on you and it's not going to look professional. So I'm just going to wrap it. And I'm trying to make a matching one of this one. And then go from there. I watch too much, same, Yarn King. I have a problem. I really do. I know I do. Because I will be like, I will be like, why he walking? I have cameras outside my house. I can't even trust, I do not trust people. I do not trust you. I might have known you all my life, but I do not trust you. I don't. So I'm constantly, like for instance, like I did not with the YouTube channel. I was like, you need to send me some stuff. Hold on a second. Let me go get my PO box. Cause I'm like, do you know where I live? No, thank you. Really? Put it in the chat what it is. If you can find it for me, I'll be very interested. Both my dogs are looking at me. I wish you guys could see this. Oh my God, they're looking at me like, Mom, are you cutting snacks for us? Oh, so I'm not gonna be on the live. What I do, I watch other people's lives. I'm a person. So I watch other people's lives. And that's how I met Milo, was through, cause I draw also. And so there's a person who I learned a lot of my skills from, and his channel is called Joel Create. He does it with iPads, and now just recently he started doing it with a Android device where you can draw using your device. And he has so many really cool tips and tricks. He was the one that actually got me into doing my live streams. He like taught me everything I need and taught me everything I know about live streams. So he's really cool peeps. And I learned a lot from him on the skills of using Procreate, which is an app on my iPad, to draw things and actually make my own merch, make my own logos and all that stuff. So he has a live that is, let me, I'll put it in the description box. Let me see if I can, I'm gonna get his channel real quick. And then I'll put it in the description box. If you guys are wanting to learn how to draw using a device, he uses an Android device and he uses an Apple device. Let me go here and then I'm going to, oh good. Sorry, I'm searching for things. Okay, so it's Joel. His name is 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐀. 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐀. Let me just do this. There we go. 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐀, and let me get his link, copy it. And he does a live every Wednesday. I don't know the time because he changed the time on me and I'm like, wait, what? So he kind of changed the time on me, so I don't really know when it is, but let me paste it here and I'll put it, and it should pop up soon. And yeah, so this channel that you see popping up there and it says Marie Fridella, owner of Martian Creations. Now, hopefully it will pop up there. Did it pop up there yet? Interesting. Okay. Let me get up. And you will see it says Marie Fridella, owner of Martian Creations. Hopefully it would just pop up there. It hasn't popped up yet. That is his channel, and it will send you a little, if you subscribe to him, it'll send you a little notification or whatever. So yeah. So the Place for Stones comment came up, but mine didn't. So I'm gonna put it up there again. Hopefully it will pop up there. Maybe not, I don't know. So anyway, should be in the chat soon. Hi, how are you? All right, so I wrapped the two together because I'm gonna try to get this done so I can head on out and do more cleaning. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why my comments aren't showing up. Okay, let me do this and I'm gonna click on it again. I'm gonna like my video because I'm weird like that. So anyway, I put it in the chat, so I don't know why it's not showing up. All right, so we have it tied together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that they're all even. So I'm going to start pulling them into position because I want it to be even on both sides, okay? And so I will be tuning into his lives because I have so much fun in that community. And it's so much fun, and I learn something every single time I go to his lives. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is straight and everything is smashed down. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But no, I posted a link earlier. Actually, to be honest, Yarn King, I actually posted a link earlier and it came up. At least I saw it and I was like, I see you, link. So I did, or did I? Yarn King, you might be right. You might be right because I did it in the very beginning and I never really checked to see if it even went through. Okay. So maybe it's thinking that I am posting, but anyway, I'll put it in the description box below for after after the live is done. So make sure everything is straight. And then I am going to cut this. Also make sure the wire that you're wrapping around the square wire is straight also. Let me show you how fast I can do these. Erica Owens, let me write that down. Erica Owens. Oops. You know how I always write lists. It is an ADHD thing where I just write lists, and there's lists all over my house. So I have to write lists. Otherwise I will forget, and I'm like, what? I remember names very well, but I do not remember what people tell me sometimes, so I write it down. It has kept me alive all these years. So I'm not gonna go against it. Oh man. All right, so now I am going to be working on, let me cut this wire because it's getting in my way. Sometimes I don't even know how I even survive having ADHD. Like literally, I don't know how I survive. How did I get here? Where am I? Yeah, it might see it. Yeah, it might see it as spam. But then again, I've been getting a lot of spam on my lives recently. So I'm like, I can't even spam myself. I mean, really? It's me. Spamming my own self. All right, let's work on the big part. Okay. So let's work on the big part. Now I'm trying to match it up to the earring that I had made earlier. Once I have it matched up, I'm going to bend it there and then bend it on the other side, almost in the same spot. Okay, we're gonna do that. Now I'm going to bend this so that it's all even. There we go. I love these things so much. I have a video that's coming up soon of 4 ways to create hoops, 4 ways to make hoops. And I use this tool in that video. So I can't wait to get that video done. It's not done because I am all over the place. That's how I live my life. But I will get to it because right now I'm focusing on shorts. I told you guys before. It was the first time I did a video, and oh my goodness, it's been a while since I did a video. So it was new for me. I was like, wait, what? How do I do this? How did I do this in the past? Okay, so I got the big one. Now that I have it generally in a shape, I am going to start to wrap this again. Is this enough? No. So now I'm going to wrap these together so I can close this. I like colorful people. That's why I was like, ooh, I need to get back into my resin jewelry. Not only do I need to get back in my resin jewelry, I also need to get back into, yeah, I have to put it, SW, I have to put it in the description box once I get done with the live. I'm gonna put in there Joel create, see, I gotta write it down, Joel's channel link, and then there will be a link to these pliers in the description box where the supplies are. So I'm going to say, it's a nylon jaw forming jaw, forming pliers. Hopefully I can read this later on. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it in the back end because I really need to be able to post links, but I can always shut down if anybody puts a link in there, a spammy link. Usually the spam links that come through are sex things, so I'm like, yeah, so I'll put it in the description box below. As soon as I get done with this, it's written down and it's right here. And my desk is clean, so I can see it. It's right there. So I won't forget. I promise. And then I'll put also in the description box below, just in case you guys want to come back and watch this again, I will post in it the timestamps so that you can click on the timestamps and you can go directly to when I started doing the earrings. I have a timestamp for the big earrings and the little earrings, okay? So I'm just tying these together. Lucy, you just ate dinner. You ate like early dinner. It was little, but it was enough. Lucy is like always on me. Here, go get it. Boom. And see, just like what I just did with the dogs where I like threw their snacks over there, it's the same thing. Like when I watch those crime shows, people like, you know, something will happen where they're getting robbed and someone says, give me your car keys. And what I would do. Okay. And I don't even know when it happened. Yeah, I would love to do a resin video. The last one I did was a resin blob. But anyway, what I was saying, I believe, is, wow, well, thank you. I woke up like that. Literally, I woke up like this. Well, thank you. You're so kind. You're so kind to me, you guys. Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden it just like was like, oh, I'm gonna mute you just because I feel like it. Oh God. I'm going to change programs soon, I promise. I was supposed to do it by this week, but I have to learn the new program so that I wouldn't run into these issues. All right, so I tied it all together, okay? I'm gonna cut it. And I think I was talking about how I'm going to be putting the links in the description box below. The links would be, sorry, I gotta look at something real quick. What is that? Okay. So the links would be, yeah, I don't know. Well, I fixed it. I fixed the muting thing. For some reason, it mutes on me and I have to reinstall the camera that I'm using for some reason. I don't know. So I just reinstalled it, started it again, and it gives me the sound. As long as I know what to do, that's nice and everything, but it's annoying. So yeah. Okay, good. That wasn't that long. Yeah, I need to stop watching the true crime, because I'm always thinking of different ways, but like, oh, somebody comes up to you and asks you for your keys, you're supposed to throw it in another direction and then you go the opposite direction. That's what I was doing with the dogs. They all constantly asking me for snacks and I just throw it like, here, go, just go. But yeah, I gotta stop with the true crime. It's getting out of hand. All right, so it's not even, so I'm just going to push these down, push the wire wrap down a little bit, and it's not moving. There it is. Okay, so I'm trying to get it so that it's right in the middle or somewhere near that. And again, I told you this before, if you're using the 26 gauge wire and it seems like it wants to keep unraveling, then put a little dot of glue on it, let it dry, and then continue. Okay, now we have the actual, see how much it moves, and that's good because you don't want it to be too stationary just yet. Okay, so there we go. So I have my shape, I'm ready to go. Now I'm going to take the wire, make sure you're grabbing the right wire, grab the wire that's closest to the oval, and make sure that it's the same wire, okay? Make sure these two ends are connected. They are the same wire. No, I do not watch that. No, ma'am. The only reason why I don't watch stuff like that is because it invites stuff into your house. And I'm like, that's okay. Thank you, though. And the reason why I know that is because I had it happen. And I was like, yeah, no. Yeah, I do. I have the snack. I only do one of these. So I do a bark box. You probably can't see it. I'll do it this way. So I got this from BarkBox. It's a little it's this little brick, and they're only allowed this one brick. So I'll take the brick and I would like break it up into smaller pieces and just throw it. So they're only allowed that one, and I'm not going to give them any more of that. So yeah, so BarkBox is the best, man. It's the best. So that you get snacks, you get like, they ask you like how many dogs or how many pets you have or whatever. And I told them 2, and so they send you 2. They send you 2 little toys, and all the toys are really awesome. So I'm glad I got the BarkBox, and you know, it's like $30 a month or something like that, and it comes fairly regularly, and they tell you like every month. I am so weird sometimes. So it's pretty awesome. I like it. I find myself not wanting to stop it, so I'm not going to stop it, and I like it. And they seem to like it, and they get really cool snacks that are really, really healthy for them. So, because it's like no grains, USA beef, 70% US farm raised beef. Holy cow is what it said. So it's really good. It's good for them. It's better than that fake crap. And this one says it has 5 ingredients in it. So, and it does. And it's ingredients that make sense. So yeah, yeah, they have a lot of really good snacks. And then I have the snacks that I get personally are freeze-dried chicken. Oh, Bronco's not in here. You don't know what chicken is yet. So freeze-dried chicken, and I do that also. That's at Amazon. So make sure you're grabbing the right wire. So I'm gonna zoom in with my eyeballs so I can see, because I'm blind as a bat. Why am I smelling cigarette smoke? Okay, make sure your wires are even. Okay, then I'm going to start with, I want to do the small one first. Is that right? Am I doing a small one first? No, I'm doing a big one first. Okay, so do the big one first. Okay, so I'm just bending it. I'm just bending it just to get a slight bend on it. and I want it to be up high, almost in the same spot where this one is. I think my neighbor is like really smoking cigarettes, like a lot. All right, now I'm going to bend it in place. Once I have it in the place where I want it to be, make sure this is even, like it's not out of whack. Make sure this is good. Make sure all this is good first before you smash that down. Lucy Foot, what do you want? This girl is a snack fiend. So they're only allowed one of those bars each, but I just do one bar for both of them and they share it. So this is like the smell that I'm smelling right now is causing me to want to look at my camera. Yarn King, you know how I am. All those crime shows messed me up, and I'm like, who's outside my house smoking cigarettes? Who is on my lawn? Who is on my lawn right now? I don't have a lawn. I'm just being facetious. Can I spell facetious? No. All right, so sometimes I even bend it just a little bit, not completely fully, so that I can get it even. Oh Lord, is someone outside my house? Oh, here's my phone. Ugh. All right, so sometimes I open up my phone and I look to see who's outside my house because that is really, really strong. It must be one of my neighbors outside their door, which, you know, they can do that all they want, but I have to be knowing that it's coming, because I can get really, really sick. All right, so once I have it in the spot where I want it to be and I know it's correct, I'm gonna smash it down. You do hard too? Oh my goodness, I can't do hard. The last I did, I think as far as horror, how I will go is I watch, is it called The Orphan? And then I watched the prequel of it. And that's about as far as like horror I will get. So I'm not like quite like House of a Thousand Corpses or Saw, like nah. Like we're talking like Silence of the Lambs. Maybe Candyman, maybe, I don't know. Maybe Candyman. But yeah. I don't get bothered by it too much. I just get bothered by the horror that involves like spirits and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, y'all can keep that. Thank you. Haunted houses? No. You ain't gonna catch me in no haunted house. Just saying. So I'm gonna cut the wire, making sure that I hold it so I don't poke my eye out. So I'm holding it and then I cut it. Make sure that you're cutting it in the right spot, and then you're gonna squish it down once more, okay? All right, so there we go. So we got our first bend. Now we're gonna work on the smaller one. Oh, Silence of the Lambs, oh dear. There's this song that whenever I hear it, I actually think it's on, I think it's actually on my shorts on YouTube. Wherever I hear this song that Buffalo Bill was dancing to in his all sheer nakedness, whenever I hear it, I think about it puts the lotion in the basket. So I'm gonna work on this second part. I'm gonna bend it over in the spot where I would like it to go. Grab the other side and put that in a spot where I like it to go, below the first wire bend, okay? So here's my wire here that I just bent just now, and here's my second wire that I bent, okay? So once I get it to the spot, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to keep it here. I'm gonna Lucy, I love you. I really do. I love you with all my heart. Here, you want some snacky snacks? Look, I dropped them right there. Oh no, I hope it didn't go on anything. Okay. So once I bend it to the area where I want it to be, I'm gonna pull the other end just so I can get it so it's almost wrapping around. Here we go. Is that where I want it to be? There, I want it to be there, okay? Again, I'm going to pull this around. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here so that I can get out of my studio because it's really stinky. Yeah, I can't. You find it interesting? Oh dear. Your house is going to become haunted too. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I've had it happen where I was really into that stuff. I really was into that stuff hard. Like, yeah, give me paranormal activity. I'm ready for it. Let's do it. And yeah, it didn't work out well for me. All right, so I got it in a spot where I like it to be, and then I'm gonna cut it. Lucy, stop looking at yourself in the mirror. Oh, she's so delightful. She's the cutest thing ever. I want to get off live so that I can cuddle with my boo-boo, my little boo-boo girl. And then I'm going to smash it down a little bit more to solidify it so that it's not going to move anymore. I love this wire. I'm going to think of more projects to use. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that it affects me. It's just that I start to notice things around my house that are like weird occurrences around my house. So I don't know if it's because I'm susceptible to it because of, you know, my upbringing. I don't know. Where my mom was really into that stuff, and for some reason it just sticks to me whenever I, you know, watch something like that. It always affects me later on. All right, so this is the back. I don't know if you can figure, the back is where I wrapped it around, okay? So we don't want that to be front. This right here is the front, okay? And if you feel that it's a little out of whack, I feel that this is a little out of whack. Let me see if I can move it. Yep, I moved it just a smidgle. There we go. Here we go. So nice design. That's why I love, oh my goodness, I love this wire. All right, so now I'm gonna do the loop. And then we're going to be done with it. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, it is not good to grip the tools too hard. But you're gonna find yourself doing that with this wire because this wire is pretty tough. It's pretty tough. All right, I'm gonna cut these wires, but I'm gonna cut them one at a time, okay? All right. Here's the other one. Here we go. Then I am going to bend them in. Get bothered by that. Like Chucky movies, you know, Troll or whatever, like I don't get bothered by that. I feel that the ones that are like, oh, there's a ghost in my house, and you know, yeah, you ain't gonna catch me dead with that. No. See, when you death grip your wire, what ends up happening if you're dealing with that super soft wire, when you start gripping that stuff, what's going to end up happening is you're going to start seeing your tool marks in there. So if you find that you have a tendency to do that, you know, maybe you can do plasti dip for a little bit until you learn to not grip too much, or teach yourself, re-educate yourself on how to not hold your pliers. They look like they're the same, but yeah, okay, they are. So here's the two. Here's the little ones. And then there's the big ones. Yay! Yeah, everyone hated chunky movies when they were young. I remember watching Silence of the Lambs when I was younger, and yeah, that movie messed me up. Because it was just like, what just happened? What's happening? What? 7? Like, I don't get bothered by that type of horror movie, if you can say that's a horror movie. But yeah, I don't get too bothered by that stuff. I shouldn't watch it, but you know. Here, you can have your special little snacks right here. So anyway, you guys, this is what we did today. You can always go back and rewatch it again so that you can get a second view on how to do it. Okay? So soon I'm going to give you guys a tour of my studio and the little changes that I did in it and how I put different things in storage around my studio. I've been doing some updating things which were up in my office upstairs, and my husband was like, get your stuff out. So he gave me more stuff. So I have everything going really well. When I see Lucy's head, look at all this fur. Oh my goodness, look at this fur. Look, you have snacks on your head. Look at these baked bean eyebrows. Oh gosh, she's so cute. Oh my God. So again, like I said, you guys can always go back and rewatch it. But it was very fun. Do you know how long I have been live? Dear God, it's almost been 2 hours. Oh my gosh. I thought it was gonna be quick, but I kept talking and I was waiting for people, and Bronco and Lucy kept like barking. Can I help you? Why are you touching me with your wet nose? So you guys, I hope you guys have a very wonderful rest of your week. Keep thinking about Lucy. She's getting fixed on Thursday. Look, you see her face? She was like, wait, what? I thought I was gonna have babies. No, we're not doing that. But yeah, she's a sweetie. You're a sweetie. Look at your fat little belly. She is a sweetie. Lucy, you hear that? You're adorable. You can't read, but I'm gonna tell you what they say. And you're adorable. Can you stop doing that? So yeah, she loves her mama. She really does. She's attached to me. She's attached to my hip. Like everywhere I go, she's gotta go too. Why are we out of focus, Lucy? I don't know. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna head out because I'm going to cuddle with my little buggle here, and then I'm gonna make some other jewelry things that I wanted to. Oh, she loves to doggone snuggle. Oh my goodness, she can snuggle for hours. And besides, Bronco's not in here because it's cold in my garage, because it's a garage studio. So it's kind of cold in here, and he does not like to be cold. Bro was like, listen, I ain't got time for this. I'm not trying to freeze to death. And he just walked out, and I haven't seen him since the last time he barked. So anyway, you guys, I love you, thinking about you. Everybody who is having things happening in their life, thinking about you. Azure, with your little caliente, hopefully you can find a really beautiful spot for that baby. Someone was talking about their mama. Hopefully she starts to feel better. Lucy, oh God, Lucy's hair is like everywhere. Yeah, so hopefully your mama feels better. Who was it? Who said it? Who said it? We were talking about, because we talked forever about 90 Day Fiance, which I'm going to go back now and I'm going to watch it. Because thank you. All that glitters is not gold. We're thinking about your mama. Hopefully she'll feel better, okay? Hopefully she has a smooth recovery, okay? Hopefully she has a smooth recovery, okay? Think about Lucy too, you guys. I don't know how she is. I don't know how she's gonna be, but Bronco was just fine. He was running around like a knucklehead that night after he got fixed. But I mean, it's really not that much, but I feel like for a female dog, it's more in depth, or am I just being dumb? I don't know. I'm not a vet. When I do what? She's a dachshund, yeah. Bronco is a short hair, she's a long hair. Yeah. So, yeah, she is a sweetie. Like, she's on my chair right now, like trying to get up. She just loves to be, she just loves to be near me at all times of the day. And she's so cute, and she tries to like get anything she wants with her little puppy dog eyes that are just so shiny, and her little big bean eyebrows. Oh, she's so cute. Her eyes are large, but Broncos are larger. Oh my gosh. He might have heard me. So he's probably on the bed. Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna watch it tonight. Definitely gonna watch it. I'm gonna find it somewhere because I have so many streaming apps that my business pays for. So I'm sure I can find it. We're watching 90 Day Fiance, and then my husband's gonna come in again and be like, what are you watching? I'm like, is this better than pimple popping videos? Tell me, because I think it is better than pimple popping videos, so you can watch it if you want to, and we can laugh at it, okay? And then we'll watch First 48. Anyway, I cannot believe it's 5 o'clock, you guys. You're killing me. So make sure you go back and watch it again, so that maybe, if for the ones who haven't gotten their wire just yet, then you can go back and watch it again. Come on, you want to try it? You gotta try it. Just one time, just get Dr. Pimple Popper. She's the best one, and she does it. If it's not Dr. Pimple Popper, I actually watch, I don't know why I do this, but if you ever had is it a hangnail? You know when your toe, it's always the big toe that it happens, where it grows, ingrown toenails, where doctors like fix it. They have videos on that too. I am confessing, it's 5 o'clock, and I am confessing on my live that I watch these weird things. Now you guys really know me, okay? Anyway, so try it out. I mean, really. Oh, yeah. Bronco looked like Scooby-Doo for a little bit because he had a teal blue collar that I put on him, and he had a lime green shirt, and I said, oh my goodness, he looks like the Mystery Machine. And he did look like Scooby-Doo. He is, yes, ingrown. You do too? Okay, I'm not too weird. You can't be weird if more than one person watches it, right? Right? I hope so. But anyway, yeah, so I might be watching that a little bit, but this afternoon before my husband comes in, I'm going to do some 90 Day Fiance just to see if it's something that he will watch. He will watch anything. If he's like, this is funny. If he's like, if you think it's funny, then I'll watch it. So yeah. But anyway, you guys, I love you. I will see you next week. Hopefully by next week, I can have a video up and ready to go. And the video is going to be 4 ways to make hoop earrings. Okay, 4 ways to make hoop earrings. It was a lot of fun to do that video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Next week, I don't know what we're doing, but I will have a project thought up by tomorrow, and then I can show you what we're gonna do, okay? Pillow talk. Oh, he might like it. He might like it. If I find out that I like it, he probably would like it too. It is 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock here. Even though I started, even though I poured my wine at 3-ish. It's a little warm, but it's okay. So anyway, you guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Kiss your loved ones. Tell them that you love them. Feed them snacks. Kiss them on the forehead and all those good things. And tip your waitresses and waiters. And be nice to everybody. Show some sort of kindness and say something nice to someone every day of the week until I see you next Tuesday. Okay, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much for watching me, and I'll see you next week, Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you. Bye. How do I do this? I did it. I did it. Bye. Love you.